Hey, how's it going? I'm Misael Carrillo and today I turned 20. It's that day of the year now. Yesterday I was just 19, now I'm 20. Second decade of my life. Part 2. I am done with the tutorial of life. Tutorial is over, everyone. Tutorial is over at 20. And today I want to share a couple of things, or specifically 18 things that I would tell my younger self, or that I would have liked to know sooner if I had the chance. Today I'm here at a park near my house, just enjoying nature and enjoying summer. There's people playing tennis over here. It's amazing to be in nature. You don't know that. But I'm gonna get to the first thing now. Number one thing is play less video games. 13, 14-year-old me, you don't need to have all the skins in Fortnite. You don't need to be rich in GTA Online. And you don't need to achieve every achievement to have the platinum trophy for God of War or Spider-Man. Once you unplug the power from the PlayStation, all the progress you've made is gone. And honestly, I'm not saying don't play video games anymore. I met one of my best friends, right? That is, I still currently talk to, and then I had a lot of good memories just playing with my brother. But I'm saying play less video games. I think would be ideal, so you can have more times to focus on your dreams, to take action on what really matters, and just play less, and you're gonna see your life improve. I think. Thing number two is learn a new language right now, specifically English. Yep, English was the language that I chose to learn, although I wish I would have started learning it sooner. Learning a language is like a challenge in life, and I think it's perfect for you to do it before you're 20, to learn and master a language as much as you can. And you can start this really early by taking classes online, by just YouTube is great for learning. That's how I learned, all for free. I never paid anyone, and I think it just makes your brain. It just makes you smarter. I mean, you know, two languages. You have two whole languages in your head. You can communicate with a lot more people, especially if you choose English. If I mean, I guess you all know English, but yeah, if English is your first language, then maybe learn French and German or something else. You want to something else that could be useful to you in the future. And so that's what I number two thing that I would tell my younger self: start learning English. Start learning English right now. Number three thing is stop consuming garbage content. And what I mean by this is stop watching videos about video games, about pranks, about stuff that doesn't bring value to your life. Like, just stop. Movies, Netflix. Stop watching anything that does not value to your life, anything that doesn't teach you something. Why are you watching it, honestly? Just for entertainment? I mean, sure, you can watch one or two movies, but just make sure that 90% of what you're watching has to be teaching you something. And if it's not, then stop. That's my third thing that I would tell my younger self. Number four thing is move more, eat healthier. Younger me, I wish would have moved more and ate healthier. When I was 14, I got rejected by a girl and I started going to a gym. I started eating healthier, and I eventually got in the first best shape of my life at 14. But then COVID hit and I stopped. Like I threw everything away. I stopped eating as healthy and I stopped moving as much because of course I was playing video games and learning English. So I was just sitting at my desk all day. And then at 16, people started going back to high school. I mean, I started going back to high school in person, and I had to glow up. So I got in shape a bit, but not as much as it was before. And for the next 2 years of high school, I just ate enough not to be fat, but I didn't really exercise too much or ate as healthy as I do now. And so what I want to say is eat healthier, have a balanced diet where you eat whole foods, fruits, vegetables, good fats, good carbs, enough protein for your body weight, and make sure you work out, do resistance training, do a sport. Just make sure you're moving every day. That's what I would tell my younger self. Number five thing is don't care about what anyone says because it literally does not matter. If someone does care what you're doing, who cares? This is something that I'm still struggling with at 19 and 20, but I think I've been making some progress on it. I've learned that people don't really care that much. Like, everyone is in their own business, and they won't stop to think about the stupid thing you think you're doing. If you think you're doing something stupid, a person is not gonna care, even if it's in public, just like this. And if someone does care, why do you care that person cares? Like, it does not matter in the end. It would be hard for me to make this video when I was younger here at the park where there's people walking around me and they may overhear me and think, man, this guy's a YouTuber. Wow, wow. They don't know that this is my first video ever. And now I'm awkward and now I'm not and I'm shy and I'm an introvert and everything else. But I'm here because I know that once they walk 5 meters away from where I am, they're gonna forget about me. That easy. That's how the world works. So if you want to do something and you find yourself thinking, oh my god, what are people gonna think? Stop yourself there, because that's not gonna help you. That's the fifth thing. Number 6 is don't splurge your money. When I got my first job as a bagger at the grocery store, which means that I would put people's groceries in bags and they would tip me. Thankfully, I wasn't the type of person that would spend it right away, but I was the type of person that would stack it and stack it and stack it because, of course, I didn't have any expenses. I was living with my parents. I was just 12. And then once I had enough money saved up for a new video game, I would go out and buy it, splurge my money in video games, and I wish I hadn't done that, because then after like 2.5 years of working there, I realized that I had made so much money and I didn't have any of it because I had spent it in video games and maybe some garbage food. But come on. And while I did do some smart purchases, like I bought a phone that I needed, I bought things for school, I bought a new PC where I could study English. Most of the purchases I did were not helpful in any way. So I wish I would have I wish I wish so I wish I would so I wish I would have kept my money and invested in myself. Like, not maybe not even I was 12. I couldn't invest in much, but I could invest in myself. I could have bought books. I could have bought anything that would teach me something, healthy food. I don't know, some classes for a sport or anything that would improve my life. I wish I would have invested more in that rather than video games when I was 12. Number 7 is stop arguing with your parents, especially your father. Come on, Misa. Come on, young me. 13, 14, 15, maybe even 16. I would argue with my father. Not a lot, but from time to time. And I would argue with him about things that are not supposed to be, that you're not supposed to be arguing about. Like cleaning my room, doing my chores, going to the store to get something that was in front of my house, so I didn't even have to walk that much, but I didn't want to go because I was lazy. I was lazy. And I would just talk back to my dad and say I don't want to do it. I wouldn't want to wash the dishes, and then I go back to it now that I'm 20, and I think, Misa, you didn't really have to spend time. Don't argue with the people you're supposed to be loving over things that you shouldn't be arguing about, like cleaning your room, like going to a store, like doing them a favor that doesn't take too much of your time. Just do it. After all, I mean, your parents have put clothes on you, they put a roof over your head, and they've taken care of you for what? I mean, I was 13 for 13 years, and I couldn't just simply wash the dishes. Come on, if you argue with your parents, stop. Instead of arguing with them, just love them, and yeah, spend it. Just be grateful that you have parents, and enjoy the time with them. That's what I would tell my younger self. Number 8 is take action towards your dreams. And if you think you are taking action already, take more action. And so what I mean by this is action is what actually gets your dreams to come true. Without action, nothing will ever come true. And younger me, you should be asking yourself what you're doing right now. What are you doing? Are you watching a useless video? Are you playing video games? Or are you studying something new? Because what you do now, you have to ask yourself if that helps you achieve your dreams. If it doesn't, you have to cut it out or do less of it. Find a way to reduce it. Just do things that help you get to where you want to be. Take more action, you will see more results. That's the eighth thing that I would tell my younger self. Number nine is no one is coming to save you. And this is something I learned once I moved out of my parents' house at 18, and I even moved out of the country. I started living by myself, and I realized that, yeah, this is really true. No one is coming to save you. When you're a kid, you have your parents tell you what to do and when to do it. But when you grow up, there is no one telling you what to do and when to do it. It's up to you to decide what to do and when to do it. So if you get up and get out of bed at 20 years old, no one is going to tell you make your bed. No one is going to tell you go make breakfast. No one is going to tell you go work out. No one's gonna tell you stop watching reels all day. You're a grown up now and you decide what to do. And if you don't do anything, then no one is coming to tell you what to do. This is sounding pretty repetitive or redundant. But yeah, that's how basic it is. Once you grow up, you make your own decisions. And this is emphasized once you move out of your parents' house. You realize you have to do things to survive. Like you have to make your 3 meals a day. And if you don't have groceries, then you have to go get them. And while you go get groceries, you have to do your laundry as well. And the next day you have to work to pay rent and stuff like that. So no one is coming to save you. Take action and make sure you're taking action towards your dreams. That's the ninth thing that I would tell my younger self. Number 10 is avoid conflict, avoid arguments or fights. Honestly, if you're arguing with your parents again over stupid things, don't. Just love them instead of arguing with them. If you argue with friends, in the past I argued with friends about girls. That does not matter, Misa. Just don't do it. And honestly, it is a waste of time, especially to argue with your friends about girls. If you ever want to get into fights with someone that's bullying you or anything, or if someone's provoking you, don't get into a fight. Honestly, it is not worth your energy. Either you can use that energy towards something else, just solve it some other way. Honestly, I don't think getting into fights or conflicts or arguments over stupid things are really worth your time and energy. So that's the other thing. Number 11 is energy is limited. Watch out where you put your energy, Misa, and make sure you're putting it towards something that will help you achieve your dreams in the future. Number 12 is have faith and keep manifesting. So, Misa, if you want to achieve your dreams, you have to start believing you can do it. You have to start believing you can do it, and you have to start imagining that you've done it already. You have to start telling yourself you've done it. That is the power of manifesting, and I think it did help me a lot. And yeah, just start manifesting, start having faith, start believing in yourself. You're gonna do this. Number 13 thing is learn every day. So you have to be learning every day. There can't be a day where you just watch videos where you just there can be a day. Number 13 is you have to be learning every single day. So there can't be a single day where you're not learning. You have to be learning at least something new every single day. You have to expand your knowledge. There's people that go days, months, and years without learning anything, and they're just the same as they were 5 years ago. You have to be getting more knowledgeable on any topic. That's the next thing. Number 14 is document more. I wish I would have taken more pictures. Or number 14 is document more. I wish I would have taken more pictures and videos in the past when I was 16, 15, 14. Honestly, I think people underestimate the power of documenting your life and being able to go back to those memories and being able to see how your life was at that time and what you thought is a great way to reflect, I think. And while I did take some pictures and videos, I didn't back them up. All of them. I didn't back them up. And that is something that I truly regret doing. Now, I realize that it's worth paying for services like Google Photos, like Amazon Prime, or any other cloud service where you can store your pictures, like the iPhone one, right? The iCloud, the iCloud. Yeah. These services are worth it for for having your pictures and videos that you're gonna be wanting to see in the future. And if you don't document your life, you're not gonna remember what you did last year. You're not gonna be able to go back 5 years from now and see this is what I thought, this is how I started. And honestly, it's just a nice feeling to have those kind of things. And I wish I would have focused more on building an album, a picture album or a video album more in the past. Number 15 is wear sunscreen and have a skin routine. I didn't start wearing sunscreen until I was 18, but I didn't realize how important sunscreen was until I was 19. You don't know how harmful the sun can be to your skin, and you should be wearing sunscreen every day, whether it's cloudy or not, Isa. So please do. And I wish I would have started a skincare routine earlier. Cleansing and moisturizing is important now I realized at 19. So, yeah, just start that early. Number 16 is never lose momentum. And I first heard of this by Donald Trump. He said in his younger years, he met this old man that had been rich at some point of his life. He got rich by selling some piece of real estate. But after he got rich, instead of keeping on investing, he decided to relax. He retired early. He went to France, he moved to France, and he got married. And then years later, he went bankrupt. He lost everything he had and he went back to the US. And Donald Trump asked him what had gone wrong in his life. And so the old man said, I lost momentum. I relaxed. I I moved to France. I wish I would have started. I wish I would have kept on investing with the money that I made and not just be out of the game, because he essentially was out of the game once he decided to relax and move to France. And I believe I did this for a few months and I'm very regretful on this. I wish I wouldn't have done it. Once I achieved my dream of coming to Canada to study, I was so happy and I was so proud of myself. I think this fulfillment made me want to relax a bit. So once I got here, I started going out to places, trying out new foods that were not healthy, and yeah, just spending my time not wisely. Like my days would be, I would go out, I would go to school, and then I would go ride bikes somewhere all day, and then eat some garbage food at night, and then sleep late and do the same thing again the next day. And I did that for a few months. I still had the mindset of I want to be rich, I need to be successful, and I need to do things right. But I relaxed for a bit, like a few months when I came here. And honestly, I think that if I hadn't done that, I would have achieved, I would have made more progress if I had stayed focused and if I hadn't lost momentum. Thankfully, I didn't lost momentum for years, just for a few months. Then I got back into it. But yeah, just don't lose momentum ever again. If you achieve a dream, don't let the fulfillment of achieving that dream make you relax. You have to keep going. Number 17 is write and read more. Honestly, I didn't know how easy it was to read books until recently. I'm reading 20 pages a day from a book. And honestly, that means you can read a 400-page book in 20 days. And if the book is shorter, which most books are, like if it's a 200-page book, you can read it in less than 2 weeks, just 10 days. It's that easy just by reading 20 pages a day, which must take you less than an hour. Honestly, it is great. I think writing helps you express yourself, it helps you reflect. Like having a journal would have been amazing, where I could have just wrote my thoughts.